hello? Ballykilferret Plant Hire here. What can I do for ya? It's yourself, mate. How are ya? What? Well, he's not here himself now. He's away after the bulldozer that was lifted out of the yard. What? No, well, there's no sign of it. Well, they don't know, but the yards think them wasn't real nuns across the road in that car. Young Nuala that does the book says that when she thought about it after, the big nun that was in the driver's seat looked a bit stubbly about the jawline, and you wouldn't usually see nuns driving a battered Jaguar with stickers all over it. Fintan says he doesn't think that was a real Christian brother driving that low loader either. The guards think there may be a tie-in with the Boy Scouts that was camped below in the field, because when they went down they found a lot of empty whiskey bottles where they had their tents, and the magazines they left after them wasn't the kind of thing Boy Scouts would be reading either. I believe the sergeant nearly got one of his angina attacks when he saw them. He sent one of the young guards up to the cannon's housekeeper for holy water for to sprinkle on the site. Anyway, the sergeant says he thinks they were too old for Boy Scouts. He says he thinks their beards might have been false ones, you know. Well, listen, what can I do for you? What, mate? A digger? A JCB, like? Well, I don't know whether he's hiring out the JCB after the row he had with Fintan. What? Ah, sure, Fintan took it at the weekend, without asking him. What? Sure, the whole town seen him. What? Well, the boss wouldn't give him the car and Fintan lost the cool altogether. I'll get transport out of that fella yet, says Fintan. And he goes out in a tearing rage into the yard and takes the digger away home with him. Well, the next thing we hear is that Fintan and Sorka has gone away for the day with the kids on the digger. There's Fintan and Sorka up in the cab with a couple of the kids, and young Packy's sitting out in the bucket, and he peering out over the top of it and waving at the other drivers on the road and throwing rocks at them. They've no control over that child at all, you know, ever since he put the itching powder on the saddle of the sergeant's motorbike. Dr. Ferretti thought the sergeant had lost his marbles altogether when he seen him doing an Irish dance outside the surgery that night. But anyway, in the big bucket at the other end of the digger is the twins, and the two of them building castles with the sand that's in the bottom of the bucket. Well, they go out to the shore anyway, and Fintan and Sorka are lying down in the field beside it in the sun, and the two of them are fast asleep in jig time, and an atomic bomb wouldn't wake them. Well, in no time at all, a notice appears above on the main road, this way to the beach, and tourists are coming down it in droves, the weather being what it was, and all their cars is down in the soft sand that's down on the shore. Well, by the time Fintan wakes up and goes down looking for the kids, what does he see but the digger going full blast, and she hauling the last of the cars out of the sand. And young Whalrowan and Brinshaw put the notice up on the road for the cod, and they lowered the cars down onto the shore where they sunk up to the hubs in no time, and didn't they charge them $5 each to tow them out? I believe the last fella that towed out was slow in pain, and they said it was up to himself. But what was he going to do when the tide rose? He was fast enough going for his wallet after that. But he was raging when it dawned on him after that it was a lake. Well, listen, I'll tell him you were ringing when he gets back, but I wouldn't hold out much hope of him giving you the digger. I think you're still in his bad books over leaving young Podrigan home from the dance on the dumper. What? Okay, I'll do that. Yeah, cheerio so.